So, first I have to say that when Arthur got married and you traveled to Colombia for 24 hours to go to his wedding, and then had work the next day, you made me look very bad because I had the weekend off and I didn't care to go. But it's truly this devotion to family that you have as one of your core values that makes you so incredible. It makes me proud seeing you transition as a medical student to resident and soon to be fellow. And Brenda and I frequently talk about how dedicated and passionate you are about medicine and how glad we are that you found a career path that you love.
Andrew, both Peter and I think of you as our brother. During your last year of med school, you never hesitated to drive all the way from San Bernardino to LA to spend your precious free time with us. Our LA eating adventures are always so fun, and every time you get a day off or even a few hours off during residency, we truly value your presence.
Now, in the presence of each and every special person here, we will share our own vows to each other. Brenda will begin.
In some ways, I still cannot believe that we are standing up here in front of our families getting married. I think of how our friendship began all those years back in San Diego when we were still figuring out who we were and who we could be. I remember meeting you for the first time. I was standing in your and Kevin's living room in San Diego, talking to you across the counter while you were in the kitchen. I remember learning how you were feeling about your second year of internal medicine residency while I was just starting my first year of ophthalmology training. While we were chatting, I remember thinking, man, this guy is all about straight talk, no BS whatsoever. Little did I know that you have actively crafted your life since childhood to be as sincere and authentic as possible. And of course, little did I know that you would eventually help me on my own journey to strengthen my own voice and live holy. Flash forward 3 years later, after reconnecting out of the blue, we find ourselves meeting up in Los Angeles for the first time as now two real physicians out of training, but even more importantly, as two individuals who have grown in those few short years to know deeply in their souls what they want in a lifetime partnership. You are now palliative Peter, with the skills and incredible empathy to understand others' perspectives and emotions, and I had become the person who vowed to avoid compromising her own happiness in order to ensure others' contentment. When we reconnected, while I was ecstatic to involve you in my life in the most profound way possible, I in fact was still a bit hesitant to start dating. I remember thinking that if we were to start, this would be the relationship that I would want for the rest of my life. And I would not be able to forgive myself if I did not give it my all. That year, we both had emerged from our separate previous relationships, and I wondered if I was ready to give us the best chance possible. You were patient and talked with me about these fears without judgment, without fear of my own fears, and without pressured persuasion. I grew to learn that you take people as they are, and what you seek is a true understanding of their cares and motives and desires and doubts and worries. I see this in your interactions with people close to you and with people whom you do not know very well either. You hope that every person can be true to himself or herself, and I think that anyone can grow to learn their truth. For me, when I'm with you, I can be who I am, and you accept this totality. It was after we spent that year's Thanksgiving together, a few weeks later, with each other's families, when I knew I was making the right decision to start a relationship with you. At my parents' house, I saw you eating with us and chatting with us and playing the game Exploding Kittens, and I saw that you walked into open interactions with my family in their totality as well. You have gone above and beyond to extend your abilities and resources to my family, and above all, you care about my care for them. That is what it is, in a nutshell. You care so deeply that I care, no matter what it is regarding, and you respect me and my passions and my values. We support each other fully and truly in matters large and small. Even when we disagree and carry different thoughts and opinions, we hold a deep, foundational understanding that we respect each other and that we are on the same team. Neither of us would proclaim that either is perfect, but I do feel whole in this journey as we grow together and as we grow separately, and every day work to become better versions of ourselves. It sounds so cliche, but I truly am a better person because of you. Now, not because you change me for the better, but because you support my growth for the better. Moving forward into marriage, I'll continue to support you in your totality as well, and be your teammate through it all. And now Peter will share his vows.
Brenda, the best way I would describe our relationship is that I finally feel as if I have a true companion in my life. Some of you in the audience may be surprised to hear that I grew up a very different person than I am now. When I was a child, I decided I did not want to follow any societal norms and proceeded to stop cutting my hair, caring about my clothes, or wearing deodorant. I stopped changing socks as a test and ended up with a fungal infection. It was during this time that my siblings stepped in and Angie pleaded with me, sharing, "At least, Peter, please cut your nose hairs." Charlie and Kevin would shy away from me when I raised my arm because they claimed my body odor was unbearable and nicknamed me Stinky Pete. This philosophy translated into my dating life when I disagreed with gender roles or societal expectations. I demanded that we treat each other as equals and would not pay for meals, avoided attachment because Buddhist teachings instructed me that attachment led to suffering, and avoided compliments because I believed external validation was not needed. As you might imagine, this went very poorly for me in my dating life. But over the years, I've grown since then, particularly thanks to my work in palliative care, helped me understand the importance of expressing emotion. And Brenda, you entered my life 3 years ago now, or re-entered my life. And I still remember our first couple of dates together, where we had very deep conversations about finding happiness in the current age, where we provided counseling to each other about coping with failure, and even discussed what we wanted for our last meal. And for those of you who are wondering, Brenda would like French fries, pho, and ice cream in her final moments. It was through these initial dates that I realized I truly met someone special. Now our relationship has progressed to today, our wedding day. And the way this wedding has come together symbolizes what I cherish most about our relationship. Your passion for zero waste and crafting resulted in all these wonderful creations and gifts for our guests here. Your love for family has enabled us to include every family member in helping us put together this event, just like a community. And your view of problem solving as a team helped us navigate through the unpredictable COVID times and still find a way to host our wedding today without delay. Raising Gemma together has also been a gift, and I look forward to raising a family with you. Overall, I anticipate over our lifetime together, we'll have a mixture of joyful experiences and challenges. And I believe that your openness to communication, commitment to family, and your passionate approach to life, with all of that, we'll be able to be happy together and use our time to help all those around us. Thank you for marrying me today. Alrighty, so those are our vows. Okay.
Alrighty then.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Okay, so at this moment, our cat daughter, Gemma, will help us with the exchange of our wedding rings, and afterwards we will ask for your help to declare our marriage to the world. After the exchange of our rings, we will have the honor of being married by all of you, with the lines written on the back of your program. At this time, Andrew, please bring Gemma up.
Look at his pause way out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay.
So, I, Peter, take you, Brenda, to be my wife.
I, Brenda, take you, Peter, to be my husband.
Wonderful. Now, you all will be helping us declare our marriage. If you look at the back of your program, we have lines that we're hoping that you'll all be able to recite together. This will be quite a feat, but let's just see what happens. So you can begin whenever you like.
3, 2, 1. Brenda, Peter, please take each other's hands. Brenda, please repeat after us. Peter, I vow to take you as my husband from this day forward.
Peter. Peter, I vow to take you as my husband from this day forward.
I will celebrate your passions and all of your accomplishments.
I will celebrate your passions and all of your accomplishments.
And be here to add to your strength and significance.
And be here to add to your strength and significance.
I take you today as my teammate and my partner for the rest of my life.
I take you today as my teammate and my partner for the rest of my life.
Peter, please repeat after us.
Got it.
Brenda, I vow to take you as my wife from this day forward.
Brenda, I vow to take you as my wife from this day forward.
I will celebrate your passions and all of your accomplishments.
I will celebrate your passions and all of your accomplishments.
And be here to add to your strength and significance.
And be here to add to your strength and significance.
I take you as my teammate, my partner for the rest of my life.
I take you today as my teammate and partner for the rest of my life.
By the power of love and commitment, we are you. Picture, hold on, picture, okay.
So now